The decision guarantees Combs will face trial beginning just 4 days from now.
Welcome to Watch Mojo, and today we're detailing everything you need to know about Sean Diddy Combs and his federal trafficking trial. Warning, certain information contains distressing details.
All measure of walks of life come in and out of that courthouse. Sean Combs is only the latest.
The charges. On September 16, 2024, hip-hop mogul Sean Diddy Combs was hit with a bombshell federal indictment, facing charges of trafficking, racketeering, and transporting individuals for prostitution.
The indictment alleges that Combs abused and exploited women and other people for years, and in a variety of ways.
The arrest came at a Manhattan hotel, where Combs had reportedly been staying in anticipation of the indictment.
This is the hotel where Sean Combs was arrested a week ago.
At the heart of the charges lies an alleged pattern of coercion and exploitation. Prosecutors claim Diddy used his sprawling business empire to conduct elaborate erotic acts or freak-offs involving unwilling participants, some youths.
Videos of elaborately produced sex performances with multiple victims that Combs allegedly referred to as freak-offs.
The most serious count, however, is racketeering. If convicted, Combs could face life behind bars. Prosecutors argue he ran a full-blown criminal enterprise, backed by his employees and fueled by influence, money, and fear tactics.
The indictment alleges that between at least 2008 and the present, Combs abused, threatened, and coerced victims to fulfill his sexual desires, protect his reputation, and conceal his conduct.
Diddy has pleaded not guilty and denies any wrongdoing. Freak-offs.
For decades, an invite to one of Sean Diddy Combs' infamous parties was a ticket to rub shoulders with Hollywood's elite.
The term freak-offs has since become synonymous with Diddy's name and the scandals that surround him. Prosecutors describe freak-offs as highly choreographed sex parties, featuring individuals flown in from across the country to participate.
He's accused of trafficking women and male sex workers to perform depraved freak-offs, drug-fueled sex parties for his own twisted enjoyment.
Some of these events allegedly lasted for days and were fueled by heavy substance use. Investigators claim Diddy kept, quote, freak-off supplies in his homes, including over 1,000 bottles of baby oil and lubricant. It's purported that women were coerced, sometimes unknowingly recorded, and afterwards given IV treatments to recover from the sessions.
He used the embarrassing and sensitive recordings he made of the freak-offs as collateral against the victims.
Prosecutors also allege Diddy's business associates played roles by booking rooms, supplying the illegal substances, and paying the workers. Diddy's team, however, insists all encounters were consensual. Plea deal rejected.
What he decided in court today and what this now means, the move coming just 4 days before his trial is set to begin.
Just days prior to the trial start date, Sean Diddy Combs officially rejected a last-minute plea deal from federal prosecutors. The disgraced business mogul, who appeared somber in court, confirmed during the pretrial hearing in New York that he declined the offer from the opposition.
When asked if he turned down the offer, Combs answered, "Yes, I do, Your Honor."
While the exact terms of the proposed deal remain hidden, prosecutors indicated that Combs could have faced a significantly reduced prison sentence had he chosen to accept the plea and been found guilty. Despite the opportunity to avoid a lengthier sentence in the event of a guilty verdict, the Bad Boy Records founder and his counsel opted to proceed to trial with no deals in place, showing extreme confidence in their case.
Not really a surprise that when one was put on the table, he said no. He has vehemently maintained his innocence this entire time. I could not see a world where he would accept any kind of plea deal, so we heard that today.
Who's who in the trial? The trial, taking place in the Southern District of New York, will be presided over by Judge Arun Subramanian, who was appointed by President Biden in 2023. Leading Diddy's defense? That would be legal heavyweights Mark Agnifilo and Tenny Garagos. Interestingly, Tenny is the daughter of famed defense attorney Mark Garagos, who gained notoriety for defending high-profile clients like Scott Peterson and the Menendez brothers. Diddy's team also includes Brian Steele, fresh off representing rapper Young Thug in his own racketeering trial. But not all has been smooth sailing for Diddy's defense team.
He's making the best of the situation.
A situation one of Diddy's attorneys won't be part of moving forward.
One of Combs' original lawyers, Anthony Rico, abruptly quit, citing, as per court documents, that, quote, under no circumstances can I continue to effectively serve as counsel.
In a motion filed on Thursday, Rico stopped short of revealing why he's stepping down from Diddy's legal team.
On the other side of the courtroom, Federal prosecutors will include several assistant U.S. attorneys and Maureen Comey, the daughter of former FBI Director James Comey.
She's an assistant U.S. attorney in the Southern District of New York, and she's known for working on other high-profile sex trafficking cases.
Maureen previously prosecuted Jeffrey Epstein's ex-girlfriend Ghislaine Maxwell in her trafficking trial. Diddy's defense strategy.
Everybody thinks this is a slam dunk for prosecutors. It's not.
Given the plethora of damning accusations and alleged evidence against him, many are curious what Diddy's defense will consist of. Well, for one, his team plans to argue that all the encounters were consensual and were simply part of a so-called, quote, swinger lifestyle.
Diddy's team is arguing that he might have lived a swinger lifestyle, but he's never done anything inappropriate or criminal, and that was coming from the head of his legal team, Mark Agnifilo.
According to ABC News, defense attorney Mark Agnifilo plans to show how Combs was in an appropriate swinger-like lifestyle and what he did was, quote, so common.
Basically, Diddy is being prosecuted, according to his team, for something that is a common lifestyle, and that's what they're going to lean into heavily when he goes to court.
As per TMZ, Diddy's legal team also strives to argue that their client may have been too intoxicated to even form criminal intent. They're planning on bringing in a doctor to testify on his altered state during the alleged crimes. While the federal indictment claims Diddy provided substances to his victims to force their compliance, a key question is whether Diddy himself was under the influence and/or mentally impaired at the time of the alleged offenses.
Almost everybody has an opinion about this case. What the defense wants is people who are able to change their opinions.
Who will testify? It's still unclear exactly who will take the stand in Diddy's upcoming trial, as the judge has granted alleged victims the option to testify under pseudonyms to protect their identities. While many are suspected to remain anonymous, Diddy's ex-girlfriend, singer Cassie Ventura, has chosen to testify using her real name.
After years in silence and darkness, she's finally ready to tell her story.
Her 2023 lawsuit, alleging years of abuse and indecent assault, arguably served as the catalyst for the federal charges facing Combs. Of course, one of the most crucial pieces of evidence is a surveillance video from March 2016, which appears to show Combs attacking Cassie in a Los Angeles hotel hallway.
We're going to begin tonight with the alarming images now emerging of Sean Diddy Combs.
The new video obtained exclusively by CNN.
Before we continue, be sure to subscribe to our channel and ring the bell to get notified about our latest videos. You have the option to be notified for occasional videos or all of them. If you're on your phone, make sure you go into your settings and switch on notifications. Diddy's current state. Since his arrest, Diddy has been locked up in Brooklyn's Metropolitan Detention Center, or MDC as it's referred to.
From his $48 million Miami mansion to hell on earth where chaos reigns.
The MDC is also currently housing Luigi Mangione, who is the suspect in the killing of United Healthcare CEO Brian Thompson. There have been several complaints made about the facility, with Diddy and his team decrying its conditions. However, despite multiple attempts to get out on bail, 3 federal judges have said no. Their concerns have mostly revolved around the potential for witness tampering.
They couldn't prove that he's not a danger to the community and that he couldn't corrupt the case by trying to reach out to victims, something that the prosecutors have said he had tried to do multiple times.
During his court appearances, Combs has appeared in a tan prison uniform and sporting a gray beard. However, for the duration of his trial, the rapper has been granted permission to wear civilian clothing.
A judge did approve Sean Diddy Combs' request to wear non-prison clothing to his trial.
It's reported that he's allowed a limited wardrobe including up to 5 pairs of pants, shirts, and socks, along with just 2 pairs of shoes, provided they have no laces. Interestingly, there was no mention of restrictions on jewelry, meaning Diddy could potentially add some trademark bling to his courtroom look. Will you be following Sean Diddy Combs' federal trial? What do you make of his defense? Share your take in the comments below.
Prospective jurors have already started answering written questions. If Combs is convicted, he faces what could amount to a life sentence.